Change is necessary for growth and spiritual expansion. Don't let nobody tell you different, you hear me? And don't allow nobody to persuade you to stay the same. You heard? Everybody you know who stayed the same, going through the same shit that you left from going through when you decided you was gonna grow. See, sometimes to get over what you're going through, you gotta grow past what you're going through. I don't know who needs to hear that, but since I love my people, I'm here to tell us. See, I love people like I love myself, and sometimes that's to a default. But in the defaults, I also understand the importance of having boundaries. And if you haven't figured that out yet, let me let you know. It can be a tough lesson to learn, but you're gonna have to learn it. And self-awareness is a big part of that process. I say that because it's not people. It's not people that I have a problem with more than I have a problem with what people do. And I know I'm not the only one who took life for a game. And I also know I'm not the only one who realized that life, if you did take it for a game, was one that you can't put on pause. But as I was saying, it's not who people are. It's what we do. And in the process of that, it can be hard to love people if all you see is what they do. Now, if you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. And I say that because a lot of times it's more so just what I spoke to. It's the actions more than the people that we have a problem with. And it's even harder to love people that don't love you back. But me being me, I always find that easy for me to do because that's what I came here to be, a frequency of love. And for those who don't resonate with that, it's gonna take work for you to get there. So it's an honor to share my knowledge, wisdom, understanding, overstanding, and insight. And since we spiritual beings here having a physical experience, we're gonna have to learn how to peel off the wallpaper to see what's really awaiting for us underneath the surface. So peeling off the wallpaper gonna start with you. And the more you do, the more it's for you. And the reason I say that is because the more I observe us as spiritual beings having a human experience, the more I learn about us. The more I learn about us, the more I learn about myself. I know I say that to say, because I understand what it's like for anyone who has been traumatized. And I also comprehend what it's like for anyone who has been traumatized to be guarded. Even to the point that it prevents the good from coming in that's due to you. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. So it's a need for balance. And it's a need for harmony. And it's a need for inner spiritual union. See, we ain't come here for no one else. I'm gonna say that again. We ain't come here for no one else. But we had to come through others to get here. And I say that because any one of us who are familiar with the term or the saying, or in some cases, the proverb, we are all one. True indeed, we are all one when it comes from the aspect of the higher realms and all the equations that fracture into us becoming what we see when we look at ourselves in the mirror. But on earth, family, you got to do your own soul work. I want to stress that. On earth, you got to do your own soul work. I asked the question yesterday, can you help a person with a problem if you let their problem become yours? To plant a seed of reflection in the community to give us something to think about. And if I can't count on nobody, it's one person that I know I could count on that's going to drop their insight on it. And they did. And once again, emotional intelligence is key. Self-awareness is key. Boundaries is key. Things that I spoke to in the beginning. Spiritual awareness is key. Mental awareness is key. Emotional awareness is key. For yourself and for the well-being of others. And I point that out because if mental health wasn't, if mental health wasn't an issue, spiritual protection wouldn't be necessary. Emotional intelligence wouldn't be necessary. I'm gonna say that again so we catch it. If mental health wasn't an issue, and it's apparent to all of us that mental health is an issue, and I don't find it far-fetching to say somebody in one of our families, somewhere along the line, probably got a mental health issue. But if mental health wasn't an issue, spiritual protection wouldn't be an issue. Emotional intelligence wouldn't be an issue. And the reason that I say that is because the things that enter our minds, the things that enter our minds, good, bad, or indifference, where do they come from? See, this is important because I said mental health is an issue because spiritual health is an issue. The spirit realm, the higher realms, and what we think affect our emotions. So, rather you sitting in your house, whether you walking out your door, or whether you're on your social media page, or not, wherever you may be, if you in the woods, you gotta be clear, you gotta be covered, and you gotta be protected. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and in some cases physically, because we got fools out here. You know, if you know, you know. But at all times, you gotta be clear, you gotta be covered. First, you gotta be clear. If you clear, you'll be covered. And if you cover, you'll be protected. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. At all times. So spiritual hygiene is important, especially for those of us who have gifts and we use our gifts openly or publicly to help others in a way that people are able to see us via social media or so forth, coming to you however we work, where we work, who working, you hear me? You know, I'm talking for us. But when those of us who use our gifts, our talents, our expression in a way that other people can access our energy, you know, it's important to be clear, it's important to be covered, and it's important to be protected. You know, change is necessary for spiritual growth and expansion. Don't let nobody tell you different. I want to ask another question. I'm trying to think of one though. Is what you stand for more important than how you stand out, or is how you stand out more important than what you stand for. Give us a minute to think about that. Is what you stand for more important than how you stand out? Or is how you stand out more important than what you stand for? What type of recognition and reward are you seeking? Be honest. Matter of fact, what type of recognition and reward are you seeking that don't cause or won't cause harm to anyone else? More importantly, be honest. Because some people want what other people got. Some people want to be who other people are. Be honest. Because I want to know what we stand for. You hear me? I'm going to leave us with that. Deep reflection. And I had one more, but I'll ask y'all tomorrow. So we don't get to, you hear me? But today's emoji, a pine cone, pineal, pineal, whatever you know it as, a pine cone, activation. It's got to be activated for the expansion and the ascension of the soul. You hear me? Pineal. Remember, truth only heard in the places where the lie has become the truth. You hear me, family? Tonight's emoji is a pine cone. Thanks for the Cosmic Consciousness family and soul tribe. Thanks for the new subscribes. Bring somebody in with you. You hear me? Let's keep growing. Thanks for the peekaboos and passerbys. Y'all count too. You know, hopefully y'all will make up y'all mind. You hear me? Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the dislikes. Thanks for the unsubscribers. You hear me? Because we going to lose a few. We're going to lose a few to gain a few. Thanks for those who donate. Thanks for those who love offer. Thanks for those who purchase merch with me or products. I appreciate all y'all. I really do. It just allowed me to be able to do the giving back that I do. I'm one of few. I take honor in that. And it's an honor to be here. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Peace to the family. My name is Saul.